Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, and it may be interesting to see the offensive approach in this one, Chris. The wind is blowing in from the outfield pretty steadily.
Yeah, in conditions like this, you just want to make sure that you hit the ball more on a line. You get it up in the air. It's just got more of an opportunity to be caught at the warning track instead of getting out of the ballpark. So think, keeping it down, drive it into the gaps, and get your extra base hits in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, today's starting pitcher, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Ready to go? In now for the Reds, Ahmed Rosario. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Edge of the zone for a strike, and that's how this game gets started. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Freeman makes the grab, one down. Here's the lineup for the Reds. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Matt McClain.
Boog, everybody around the league is talking about it, so we got to talk about it as well. He's batting over 400. You just don't see this kind of performance regularly, and what he's doing at the plate right now is just eye-popping. I mean, every pitcher that's coming in to face him, you figure they're trying to nibble, trying to work around him. A lot of times it's better just to walk him because he's doing absolute damage at the dish right now.
On the ground to third. Throw on to Freeman. Out. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first.
The shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
Next for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz. De La Cruz playing up the middle at short, 22 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one's in there, 0-1. 2 out, space is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Settles under this one, and that'll do it. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Back here with my pal Siggy. And today's starter, Rhett Lauder. What do we have on him?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down. Because you know, in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And Betts is set down. And there's one down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Andy Pages.
Well, this guy's been hitting the ball out of the park. He's really making every at-bat count for something. An on-base percentage just under 500 over his last 10 games.
Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Come on, Miguel, let's hit it.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
And that one is lifted in the air on the move. And there are two down.
Batting third. The first
Two
baseman,
outs, base is empty.
Freddie.
And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Foul ball.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
They say you win.
0-2.
Wouldn't chase that time.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. He's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Lifted in the air down the left side. Got it. Great leaping catch.
That one was ticketed for the gap, but couldn't get through security. Great job there of leaping, making the catch, and ending the inning.
And we're back. And now Matt
The left
McClain.
fielder, number 9. Matt McClain.
The pitch.
No.
Just missed. Hit in the air, center field. On his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Batting fifth. The center fielder, TJ.
Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedl.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And another ball. Second inning here. No score. And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. That misses. 3-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Three one, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Boog, I don't think anyone was shocked when Yamamoto signed with Los Angeles. He joins a long list of pitchers who signed with the Dodgers out of Japan, following in the footsteps of Hideo Nomo, Hiroki Kuroda, and Kenta Maeda.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Friedl rounds second on his way to third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
He was all over that one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Joey Wiemer in the box now, takes strike 1. That one lifted to left. Sizing this one up. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Here's Luke Maile. That one close, ruled the ball. Ball 1. Steer stands at second with 2 gone.
Ball 2.
The next offering misses. 2-0. And a ground ball to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. Fires it to the plate. Not in time. He scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up at RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now here is Rhett Lauder. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the pitcher with a base hit.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Rosario batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Foul ball there. Two on, 2 outs. Pitch misses, and it's 1-2. And there's a ball. Comes a 2-2. That one just misses.
Kind of break right there. Pretty good pitch in the outside corner.
And down on strikes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Reds 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in L.A., ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. And a pitch. This one ripped, but foul to the right. And here it comes. And there's a foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. And 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one not close. 2-2. And downstairs.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. He needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. In the first pitch, misses for ball 1. Kicks and fires. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. That one fouled off. And the righty deals. Fought off foul. Righty to the plate. Not close with that one. And the count is 1-2. On the ground left side. 6-4.
That's it out.
3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2 full. It's the Reds 2 and the Dodgers nothing. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Jonathan India.
Number 6, Jonathan India.
Yamamoto back to work. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Freeman makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
And first offering is fouled off.
You can feel the extra attention on Elly anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric. Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Runner on at first with one gone. Matt McLain, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That's in for a strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
There's the strike at the knees.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
For the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
Stepping in, TJ Friedl. On the ground to second. Rojas, third out, and that ends the frame. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Reds 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now Gavin Lux. The line to kick the pitch. Outside low. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Drops into the glove, and a quick out number 1.
Batting it, the center fielder.
Next for L.A., Andy Pages. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. That one missing inside.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball.
2 balls, 2
The
strikes.
Dodgers down by a pair here in the last half of the 3rd. The punch out there. Now 2 out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike
Batting
zone.
on.
We're seeing more
No
fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next to hit, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Out to short. Throws to first in time. Inning over. Dodgers down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Yeah, who that in the whip? Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Spencer Steer. Yamamoto back to work. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already.
Ball.
Nobody out. Runner at first. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here's the catcher, Luke Maile. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Gavin Stone.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And that one fouled off. First and second, no outs. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground right side, they get one. Throws it away.
Now back the pitcher,
Rhett Lauder, the next to hit for the Reds.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
In there at the knees. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Betts pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique, and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
2 outs. Misses. It's a strikeout. So they get 1 run on 2 base hits, an error, and a runner left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Reds 3 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back.
Leading
On
off
a four.
the
Now it's the
Dodgers.
right fielder,
The
Mookie
right
Betts.
fielder, Mookie
And a
Betts.
pitch.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
This to third. India over to first in time. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Miguel.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Miguel Rojas. He's 0 for 1. Slice down the right side. Rojas in his 10th season, 35 years old. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. High fly ball right field. Rosario in position. Looks it away for the out.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
That's a
Fastball for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail it here 3-0.
People say a lot of things that they won't do, things that they won't do, man. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, man?
All set for the start of the inning. Jonathan India at the
Third
plate.
baseman, number 6, Jonathan India.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. That smash towards center. Hauls it in for the out.
Now that shortstop, Ellie.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. 1 for 2.
Ball
The
one.
shortstop takes the ball.
The Reds signed Ellie in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Ellie's entire career.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
And that is strike 2.
You know, the Reds were lucky they even noticed De La Cruz. They sent a scout to the Dominican Republic to watch a different player, but Ellie was playing in the same program. The Reds liked what they saw and offered him a deal the very next day.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Safe at second. He legs out the double.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
So man aboard, Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds.
Ball.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Outside corner, there's a strike. De La Cruz over at second, 1 down. Out to short, Rojas. 2 gone.
Out.
Now that the center fielder, TJ Friedl.
In now for the Reds, TJ Friedl. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to
One
use the
ball,
entire
1
field.
strike.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Fly ball down the line. Betts on the move. And that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Reds 3 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Stepping in the long ball threat, Max Muncy. The pitch. And he grounds one back up the middle. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 1 so far. Now this is in the air down the line. On the run towards the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
No ball.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
That misses. Now 1-2. Bounced up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Will Smith getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. In the air, out towards left center. McLean brings it in with a nice running grab.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Gavin Lux.
And up next for Los Angeles, Gavin Lux. Fly to left his first time. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, ow, and that'll end the inning.
Well, trying to get in the scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back here in L.A., all set for the top of the sixth. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. The pitch. And that one fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. Here comes a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Kicks and deals. Bounce to the right side. Lux throws to first in time. One up, one down.
The right fielder, number 30, Joey Wiemer.
Joey Wiemer, the next to hit for the Reds. Late with the swing there.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
One down, base is empty. In the air, right side. Betts settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now batting, catcher.
Next for Cincinnati, Luke Maile. That clips the corner. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. swings and misses, struck him out. Nothing doing here. Bottom of the sixth, and stepping in is the speedy Gavin Lux. The right-hander back to work. And a foul ball. And strike two.
0-2.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it, and there's one down. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Pages having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Swings and misses. 0-1. That one missed.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Fights it off. You'll see another. Big snap center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Pinch hitter coming on now in the pitcher spot. Shohei Ohtani. Runner on first with one down for him. That's ripped. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Now let's see if they can string something together and make it a little more interesting.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's Mookie Betts.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Miguel Rojas, the next to hit. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
Line to right, base hit. Runner from third in to score. They trail by 1. It's 3-2.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
So first and second with 2 outs. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This guy with light tower power. Sliced hard but foul. Righty delivers.
Ball.
Misses off the plate. And the
1-1.
count is 1-1. Chopped on the ground. Rosario. They get the force. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Reds 3 and the Dodgers 2.
It's only one man, believe me. Believe me.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. J.P. Feyereisen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
David Bell bringing on a pinch hitter. Tyler Stevenson.
Pretty surprised they're going with the pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
And he deals. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's a swing according to umpire Mike Fillmore. And the pitch. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. Now it's the second baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
And still looking for that hit to keep this streak going, and this might be his last shot at it, Boo.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Feyereisen, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
1-1.
And now the count is even. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to. Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead, getting that W.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jonathan India. Not
1-0.
even close there. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on, and it's fouled away.
No.
Just misses with that one.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with a 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
He goes down looking. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And they're up 3-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tony Santillan.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Teoscar Hernandez digs in now.
A lot of times you're looking for get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing there.
And a pitch. Line drive, that's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base. We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? Statcast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
And here is Will Smith. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more on that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base. This one in the air right field, and it stays fair.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
One down, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. Strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
The other way. McLean tracks it down for the out. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
And that one fouled off. Two outs. Hot shot to third. On to Rosario, and the inning is over. One left for LA, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. We go to the 8th, digging in, Elly De La Cruz.
Elly De La Cruz.
The pitch. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Right-handed reliever. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now back, lefty, Matt McLain.
And now, Matt McLain. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. McLain over at first with one away. Left-hand batter waits. Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. Gone. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-2. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Steer. In the air, right field. Betts on the move. Hooks it away for the out. 2 down.
Now back, right fielder, Joey.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Joey Wiemer. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And there's the strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're at the top of the 8th. The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. They get frozen.
Out to short, Rojas. Not in time. He's safe.
That's why you run hard 90 feet. Take nothing for granted, especially when you've got great speed. I'll take the infield knock.
Runner at first with 2 away. In now for the Reds, Luke Maile. And misses inside.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Yeah.
Fastball for a strike. At the belt and fires. That one down the line, and foul ball. And another ball. Out there to center. And that is that. Cincinnati plates a pair on this homer. It's now 5-2. Back after this on the show. And now a meeting near home plate, so it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Fernando Cruz on to pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Stuart Fairchild, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Now playing right and batting number 17, Stuart Fairchild.
Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Tommy Edman.
He's got a little pop in his back, Boo. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
And the pitch. And there's the strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And strike 2.
0-2.
Out to center. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. One down. Now it's Mookie Betts. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
In the air to left center. McLean gets under it. Corrals it. And there's 2 down.
The batter, the shortstop, Miguel.
Next for LA, Miguel Rojas. 1 for 3. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a
No
strike.
ball. 1 strike.
And there's a foul ball. And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And the right-hander deals. Hard hit down the line and left. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and the deficit remains 5-2.
I know you feel trapped, need to vent, you want to rent. Bills coming and you living off of food stamps. The daily.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brusdar Graterol. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh.
Number 48, Brusdar.
Stuart Fairchild now at the plate, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
That one not close. Going to count 1-2. Kicks and fires. Just off the inside corner. Ball 2. And another ball. To third. Zips it to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Now back, second baseman, Arnold
Ahmed Rosario will hit next. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
One ball.
The only adjustment
No
he
strike.
needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps lift a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And miss struck him out. And he's gone for the fourth time tonight. 2 outs, base is empty. Next for Cincinnati, Jonathan India. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. On the ground to third, and that's a base hit.
Well, that's his first hit in this one, so that should help him feel a little better. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
De La Cruz in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two outs. A sliding stop. Fires to first, and that's a great play for the out. So 1 hit is all they get. Hard of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Reds 5 and the Dodgers 2. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Sam Moll.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
And here it comes. Bounce to third. India over to first in time. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. He's 2 outs away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Max Muncy. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. The pitch. That misses. It's 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
Full count.
Payoff pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Hernandez at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. The Dodgers down to their final strike. the Reds leading by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Pitch misses there. 1-2 the count. And now the lefty. And another ball. On the line, base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
And here is Will Smith.
Ball 1.
Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Kicks and deals. Ground ball left side. Wide throw, and it gets away. And he'll pull into second safely.
Another double play turn starts with getting one, and even though these players work on these plays during batting practice over and over again, sometimes at game speed you can still mess it up. Could have been 2 outs, instead they get nothing.
So 2 on with 2 away. Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds take game 1 of the series on the road.
These players know they have a long series ahead of them, but they come out, establish, and set the tone in the first game of the series. Very important to get that. Put you in the driver's seat to win game 2, and then push yourself to a series win, if not a sweep.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaumburg. Thanks for joining us.
Got to play it by the pound. The goal with the legs and the crown. Make it with them come around. Trying to get up to come down. Booming like a sub underground. The whole city here is around. We all on the get up to come down.
Back at it one more again, cranking my motor, revving my engine, chilling the AC till it's colder than a breeze in Alaska. Sunshine like the winter time just passed us. Watching for laws and jaggers, cause you're too clean to be taken. I keep it tucked off in my clothes, you'll never catch me out your bucket naked.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 5 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They left 7 runners on base. For the Dodgers, 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.